It is an absolutely picture-perfect day here under the bridge at Camp SEN at Wells Fargo Festplatz. It's the first full day of Musikfest 2023, of course, the 40th edition of Musikfest, and I am here live for your preview of what is to come all day here on your exclusive live coverage of Musikfest. John Lunger, joined by my good friend, Kurt Moselle, COO of ArtsQuest. Kurt, thank you so much for kicking off the fest with us here today.
John, I'm really excited to be the first guest of the fest this year. It's our 40th, and boy, do we have some great things in store.
And it's your personal 14th fest behind the scenes?
That's correct. It's my 14th. Started here in 2010, and couldn't be more excited about that.
Fantastic. So, I mean, after 14 years of doing this, you are a seasoned veteran. You have a game plan. So the world needs to know, Kurt Moselle, what are you having for lunch today?
Oh. Well, you know, I've got a delegation with us from Germany, so I really feel like I have to show them some German food. So we're probably looking at a little schnitzel.
Okay.
Maybe some brats from Karl Ehmer. But there's no doubt we're going to stop for some corn.
Yeah. Karl Ehmer is a long time food vendor here at the fest, possibly from the beginning. I'm not sure. I didn't do my research. It's too early in the morning.
No, he's been involved for a long time, and I'm curious to see what our German guests are going to pick for their German sausage to have, right?
That's very cool. That's a good point. And for those that don't know, Schwäbisch Gmünd, Germany is one of Bethlehem's sister cities. And as part of that program, a contingency went over to Germany last year. You were on that trip with the city as well, right? And we're kind of reciprocating this year, bringing them back and showing them how we fest here in Bethlehem.
Yeah, they've been here all week, and they've been meeting with different organizations, going to they were at the Iron Pigs game.
Cool.
Their mayor, Richard Arnold, threw out the first pitch. I asked him if he kicked it because I was thinking there would be a little soccer there, but he actually did indeed throw it.
Okay.
But they had a great time. They've been having a really good experience all week. And it's been fun having them and showing them around and letting them see the fest.
Well, it's so funny that you brought up kicking it like a soccer ball, because obviously we're in the middle of the Women's World Cup right now. And I think actually our friends from Germany have been eliminated, I believe.
They have, yes.
But the U.S. women's national team's still in it. And actually, after the festival is over at Steel Stacks, I believe on the 20th, we're doing a watch party for the World Cup final.
That's correct, John. We have we're certainly hoping that the U.S. women are still alive. They have a big match tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. against Sweden. So I'm sure everyone's going to be up late festing, maybe just stay up all night and watch the match in the morning and then go to sleep. But yes, super excited for our women's team. They've been at the top of the world stage. They're going for a three-peat this year, so it should be really fun to watch.
Very, very cool. And that's on the 20th at Steel Stacks. You can check out steelstacks.org for all the details for that watch party. I know we have to talk about Musikfest, but there's some things coming up afterwards that I think the world needs to know about. ArtsQuest has been doing programming at Grange Park in Upper Macungie Township all summer long, and we have 2 more events coming up in September, correct?
That's right, John. We'll be doing Sangria Fest there for the 3rd time. Last year it was a sold-out event. It was super fun. We work with a lot of local wineries. They make all different kinds of sangrias. Work with local food vendors that are there. We've got different games. We've got music. It's like taking a mini festival on the road and popping up in this 165-acre beautiful park over in Upper Macungie Township.
This is very cool. And Sangria Fest is on September 2nd. And watch me bring this back to Musikfest, because I happen to know if you get your tickets to Sangria Fest before the end of Musikfest, you're getting it at a discounted rate. After Musikfest, the price goes up.
You're not wrong, John. It's a great thing to throw in there. And we certainly get a lot of our core fans that are from Bethlehem going over there. We get a lot of folks from the community there, and we're getting folks from around the general area too. So Musikfest is a great way to get ready for Sangria Fest.
That's very, very cool. If you want to learn about Sangria Fest, you can check it out at artsquest.org, of course. But let's talk about it. It's the 40th anniversary. What's on your must-see list this year?
Well, let's kick it off tonight with G-Eazy on the Wind Creek Steel stage, right?
Very cool.
Having a rapper, and again, you know, we're trying to create a really diverse platform for the main stage and bring in different artists. So super excited about that. We still have tickets available.
Cool.
Go to musikfest.org. You can buy them there. You can show up tonight and buy them at our box office trailer. but it's going to be a great show, and we're hoping everyone wants to come out and see that show.
And I love a little cool fact about tonight's show. His opening act is actually Allentown's Red McFly. We saw him at the festival for the first time last year. Thrilled to see him back. And there's so many local artists that are actually opening up on the main stage too. So it's this great kind of international stars paired with Lehigh Valley stars. It's a really cool 1-2 punch.
Well, you know, you're right, John. I know tomorrow night we've got Kendall Conrad will be opening for Dan and Shay. She's been a stalwart of Musikfest, playing almost any stage that we have an opportunity for her, and certainly one of the Valley's most ambitious artists. So it's always great when we can tie that local play into a national act.
That's very cool. Last night before Walk the Moon, we had Slingshot Dakota, and there's so much more. Those main stage shows, I think there's tickets for all of them left at this point, but I think 2 or 3 of them are going to go the distance, so don't wait. If you want to check them out, musikfest.org, of course. Kurt, I know you have to go. I'm holding you up. The festival needs you to actually do some work while I just chat on TV. Any closing thoughts for the people?
Hey, it's going to be the best festival ever. It's our 40th, some great crowds. Come on out, check out all the different beers, all the different foods that we have, and you know, bring your friends, bring your family, have a great time, and can't wait to see you out here at the fest.
Thank you so much for joining us, my good friend Kurt Moselle, COO of Arts Quest. Don't go anywhere. We need to take a quick break, but when we come back, even more to talk about before Musikfest even starts today at noon. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. SEN is your home for exclusive live Musikfest coverage.
SEN Video at Musikfest.
Welcome back to an absolutely gorgeous day here in downtown Bethlehem. We are live at Camp SEN under the bridge at Wells Fargo Festplatz, here to kind of clue you in on all the great things that are happening at Musikfest. Of course, the festival kicks off in earnest today at noon, but we've got so much to talk about. We are here to give you the behind-the-scenes scoop on some of the stories within the festival. I'm John Lunger from Arts Quest, and now my good friend Bruce Haynes from Historic Hotel Bethlehem is back with us. Bruce, thanks so much for coming down the hill and talking with us this morning.
John, it's a great tradition. I look forward to being with you every Musikfest at 11:30 first day.
Yeah, we love having you here. And let's start with the timely update. Because those that don't know, our beautiful Historic Hotel Bethlehem is the #1 historic hotel in the nation, according to the readers of USA Today. And we're currently voting for this year's competition. So it couldn't be more timely. Everybody out there, you gotta go to, what website do they go to vote?
You go to votehotelb.com. So just put in your browser votehotelb.com, and it'll bring you right to the USA Today website. It actually brings us right to our page to vote for us. Actually, we're in the last week, John. It's been a 4-week voting process. And during the first 3 weeks, the leaderboard's up there so you can see where you stand. So we've been #1 since the very first day. And the Peabody from Memphis, which is the perennial winner that we displaced 2 years ago, is right behind us, and then the Grand Hotel out on Mobile Bay, Alabama, is third, and that's the finish we've had for the last 2 years.
Yeah, and
so we need your vote, because Memphis is, I'm sure the Peabody's getting Memphis out to vote for their hotel, so we need as many people as we can helping us to bring that honor back to Bethlehem.
And I'm not just saying this because you're here. I've been to the Peabody. It's fine. They have ducks. That's their claim to fame. There's ducks that are in their lobby. It's nothing. It's shades compared to what we have, this beautiful gem in the middle of our downtown. And it's such a great relationship. You know, Hotel Bethlehem and Musikfest go hand in hand. You have some exciting new developments at the hotel because it's been a few years before we could really kind of open back up in full force, right?
Yeah, it's been difficult during the COVID years too, because we really had to control entry, which was against our DNA. I mean, we don't have the ducks, but we have our employees who love greeting guests and making their experience special.
Yep.
And the hotel was built as a community hotel, open to the community. It was actually built and funded by people that lived in the community. You could buy a share for $50.
Wow.
And you could be an owner of the Hotel Bethlehem back in 1921. But So we've always been the community hotel, the center of events for the town. It was built for that reason. And so for the last 2 years, it was very difficult for us to have people at the door and control entry, basically to be sure that our guests that were staying there felt comfortable, rather than the crowds we're used to being in the lobby, in the tap room, in 1741 on the terrace. You know, we're used to a vibrant lobby.
Yeah.
So this year, fortunately, we're not going to have to do that anymore, and we actually have built a mega bar right in the lobby, a much bigger bar.
Mega bar?
A mega bar.
What? Okay, so what
makes
makes a bar mega? I gotta know.
Well, it's big.
It's big. It's a gigantic bar. That's awesome.
Yeah, you know, our bar is only the tap room, which only has maybe 12 seats.
Yeah.
But we're not a big bar. We're a more intimate bar. So for Musikfest, I've always said the hotel takes on a different flavor during Musikfest.
Yeah.
We're more staid during the rest of the year. Musikfest, we're part of the Musikfest action with the beer and changing our whole image. So we have a really nice bar set up there with a way that allows our guests to have an area to themselves to go to the bar, but also for the community.
That's wonderful.
And of course, what makes our hotel so great, I think, and the fact that we get number one is we do have the support of our community still. And the community coming to our bar and sitting next to people from all over the world that are coming here to Bethlehem.
Gee, I wonder if a new bar, a giant bar, is going to be popular during Musikfest. I wonder.
Well, I hope it's after. I hope people think of us as the place to go after you close.
Oh, I love that. I love that. But I mean, it truly is a symbiotic relationship with the festival and the hotel. And in fact, we would be remiss if we didn't mention Hotel B Platz. It's Hotel Bethlehem Platz. There's a stage right out in front of the hotel, and there are some very cool acts coming to that stage. Yeah.
Last night there was a saxophone player there that was out of sight. I mean, he was really great, and the Slicked Up 9, I think, is next weekend.
Oh, cool.
They really draw a crowd.
Yeah.
So we really love being a real part of the festival. And quite frankly, as I think back, you know, not only are we the number one best historic hotel, but you guys, Musikfest, got from USA Today, the very same USA Today, you got number one 2 years in a row as the best music festival.
That is true. We won back-to-back, and we were forced to retire because it wasn't fair to the other festivals.
Well, I'm not taking that approach with the Peabody.
Nor should you.
So I know my counterpart there. We have fun at our annual conference every year about, you know, who's going to win. And so anyway, I need your help, folks.
Yeah, if you want to go to votehotelb.com.
Votehotelb.com for number one.
Could not be easier. And also for the next couple days, you can vote once a day. I think that's important to remind everybody. So vote today, vote tomorrow, vote early and often, as they say, right?
Very much so. And not only that, just as a little secret, you can vote on every device you have. So you not only can vote on your iPhone, but when you go home, you can vote on your laptop.
Oh, dang. I don't know if we can condone that, so I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear it.
Be careful, right.
You didn't hear that from us.
Okay, thanks.
Bruce, I can't thank you enough for coming down. I know you've got a lot of work to do to get ready for the day today. So thank you so much for coming down, and thank all of you for checking out votehotelb.com, voting for Hotel Bethlehem. Let's bring this back to Bethlehem for the entire community. Let's make Hotel Bethlehem number one again.
Thank you, John. It was great to be here, and let's make this the best music festival ever.
Thank you so much, Bruce, and thank you all for tuning in to SEN, your home for exclusive Musikfest coverage. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we have a performance before the festival actually starts. Cass Noel is going to be with us. We've got a song. We're going to talk about all the times you can see her at the fest. It's going to be great. Don't move a muscle. We will be back in just a minute here on SEN.
You can feel it in the streets. On a day like this, the heat, it feels like summer.
Look at that absolutely gorgeous day that we have here in Bethlehem. All I can say is wow to this weather. Incredible. perfect start to the first full day of Musikfest here in Bethlehem. Of course, this is Musikfest's 40th year, so we're celebrating. We're going to have the time of our lives. It will be the best fest ever. But right now, I'm joined by my good friend, Cass Noel. Cass, thanks so much for coming down today.
Thanks for having me, John.
We really appreciate you hopping on the show. I know you're performing later today, and
Yes.
we'll talk about that in a minute. But this is your 5th Musikfest as a performer, right?
Yes, 5th time.
Okay.
Super excited.
So what is it like performing at Musikfest? I've never done it.
Oh, well, it's awesome. You're kind of doing it right now.
Kind
you know?
of, yeah.
It's really fun. The only problem is that people walk by with such good-looking food, and it's hard not to get distracted.
Fair. That is
So you just have to
100%
stay focused.
fair.
Stay focused.
Yeah,
but
no,
it's awesome. It's so
I'm-
much fun.
I'm with you, and I can't stay focused. It's just like the whole squirrel joke kind of a thing. But it's just like, oh, what's that fried thing over there? I
Exactly.
gotta go, kind of a thing. So what are your go-to foods then?
Well, there are a few new things this year that I'm
Yes.
looking forward to trying. I think I saw fried apples and ice cream,
Ooh.
and I'm pretty sure it's close to Main Street, if I remember correctly. But
Okay.
I'm always a sucker for some fried apples,
I
especially
am-
when you throw ice cream on there.
Disappointed in myself because I pride myself on knowing where all the food items are, but I have a blind spot for ice cream because I can't digest it.
Oh, I'm
so
sorry.
I gotta up my game. I gotta be able to help people. So I'll follow up with you after you have that,
Okay.
and we'll see how it is. But what about your go-tos, your must-haves every year? What do you go to?
Every year. I like to try something new every year.
Okay.
Honestly, I look at what's walking past me in front of the stage, and then I'm like, hey, where'd you get that? So that's mostly my talking in between songs is, hey, where'd you get that? What are you eating?
I
So
love
really
that.
anything new. I love to try new foods.
I love that. I mean, their fest favorites are favorites for a reason, but there's always about 8 to 10 first-time food vendors, and this year they're actually labeled, which is pretty cool. There's, hey, it's my first time at the fest on the new food vendors. So as you're walking around, checking out all of the official vendors, look for those new ones, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know that a lot of people know this, but when you're buying ice cream or dinner or whatever from an official vendor, those meals, that gluttonous meal that you're having actually is part of the way that the festival is able to remain without a gate and a ticket, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It helps keep the festival free, which is awesome, which is how I justify having to diet aggressively for the entire month of September because of these 10 days.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say you diet aggressively in preparation, but just do it later. It's fine. Procrastinators unite
I love
tomorrow.
that. I love that. But let's get to it. We obviously want to hear you perform. You're holding your guitar like a little baby.
Yes, so I don't hit you in the face.
And I appreciate that. Everybody out there, though, wishes you would hit me in the face. But what song are you going to play for us right now?
It's an original. It's called Good Night. It's usually the song I close my shows with, but we're going to open with it today.
Fantastic. Well, this is Good Night from Cass Noel.
Thank you.
Today you look around, see nothing like before. The people that you used to know don't know you anymore. They'll paint a picture of what they would like to see, but we're just learning to be you and me. Tomorrow I may need you to sing me to sleep, but tonight I'll hold your hand. I'll bring the peace that you need. The world will try and break you, but you'll always have me. I will be faithfully by your side. They say you'll find out who your real friends are, but most of them, they come and go, leave imprints on your heart. Don't hold it all against the ones who walked away. It may be better than if they'd stayed. Tomorrow I may need you to sing me to sleep, but tonight I'll hold your hand. I'll bring the peace that you need. The world will try and break you, but you'll always have me. I will be faithfully by your side. to decide how it goes. Tomorrow I may need you to sing me to sleep, but tonight I'll hold your hand. I'll bring the peace that you need. The world will try and break you, but you'll always have me. I will be faithfully by your side. And even if tomorrow I should die in my sleep, still the Lord will hold your hand and be the peace that you need. And He will always guide you and you'll always be free. He will be faithfully by your side. Tomorrow I may need you to sing me to sleep, but tonight I'll hold your hand. I'll bring the peace that you need. The world will try and break you, but you'll always have me. I will be faithfully by your side.
Cass, that was absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was incredible. So you're playing tonight.
I'm playing today.
Today?
Yes, at 1:30 on the Provident Bank Main Street stage.
Fantastic.
And then I'll actually be back on
Okay.
Thursday night at 8 p.m. Down on the south side.
Oh, fantastic.
In Lyricplatz.
Awesome. So many chances to see you yet
Yes.
here at the fest. You all at home, if you're coming down and you're trying to remember all the places that you need to go, here is your pro tip. Download that free Musikfest app powered by PNC. You can make your own schedule. So you're going to want to go in there, you're going to search for Cass and add her sets to your schedule. You can set reminders so your phone automatically reminds you. You will miss nothing, and you do not want to miss seeing Cass up on Main Street today and on Thursday over at Steel Stacks.
Yes.
Cass,
Actually,
yeah?
also I'm playing a duo with Jack Perone on Friday at noon back on Main Street. So you won't want to miss that as well. Jack is great.
You got to get the app and schedule
app.
all of these sets. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
How can people learn more about what you're doing outside of Musikfest?
Well, they can go to my website, cassnoelmusic.com, and that will point you to all my gigs, all my social media, and you can find me on social media at Cass Noel Music as well.
That's so very cool. So very cool. So you've got solo sets. You're doing the duo vibe too. What's the difference kind of with that setup? Like what can we expect from the duo compared to your solo?
So the duo will be 2 guitars and harmonies. I love collaborating. The music area around here, the music scene is just so supportive, and there are so many talented musicians. I'm just honored to be considered among them to play here. But yeah, for the duo, expect some harmonies and some more guitar parts. Maybe a couple surprises as we talk instead of sing between songs, which is a bad idea.
Well, check out cassnoelmusic.com to stay up to date with all the things Cass has got going on. And of course, do not miss those many sets to catch her at the fest. Cass, thanks for kicking off the day with us today. We really appreciate you coming down.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. And thank all of you for tuning in. Of course, you already know this. The fest kicks off in just mere moments. So you're not going to want to go anywhere because Service Electric is your home to exclusive live Music Fest coverage. And of course, if you're coming down to the fest, make sure you stop down. Camp SEN is where you want to come. Check out the awesome setup here. You're going to get all those fun giveaways. Do not miss Camp SEN at the fest this year. But that's it for me today. We've got to turn things over to the true professionals to kick off Music Fest here on the first full day of our 40th anniversary. Thanks so much. Don't go anywhere. More Music Fest live here on SEN.